So I'm Tonya French and I run a community interest company called Hero Self, life coaching programs for children in primary schools to teach them how to harness the power of self-talk. So I was working teaching drama one day a week in a wonderful primary school in southeast London. And then the pandemic hit and I retrained as a hypnotherapist during that. When I went back to the school doing the drama, I told the head about what I was doing and the knowledge I had now about how the mind works. And I was like, brilliant, because then I'll be able to understand how they're feeling, etc., and how to get them to feel more confident in the drama classes. From that, the school then started asking me, could I help with children with behaviour problems? Could I help with confidence coaching? And I just basically said yes, went away, came up with a programme, worked with the children, and very quickly, as I was working with them, I understood what was working. The school were getting great results. So over the last 2.5 years, I've developed these programmes to be what they are today.
Can you give me just an idea of what a session with Hero Self looks like?
Groups of 6 children. And the lessons are like half an hour long for 10 weeks. We start off with fun games, like drama type games to make them feel comfortable and at ease. And also build up trust with the children, because we need to do that quite quickly so that they really, start embracing the work. Then we'll introduce them to the concept of having their own kind of like inner hero, some positive words that they can say to themselves. We'll do some more drama games about the power of words. One student, I worked with her in year 4. They were doing a class assembly and Anna kept saying to her class teacher, can I go first? And the teacher was like, are you sure, Anna? Because she was really, really shy. And she was like, yeah, I really want to. And then she kept saying it. And he was like, but you really don't have to go first. You can, he thought that it was going to really freak her out. But she was insisting. And on the day she did it, and was absolutely amazing. And he couldn't believe it. And when he told any of her previous class teachers, they couldn't believe it. I've got another student I'm working with at the moment. She's gone up 3 reading levels, and that was by week 6 of the programme. We're having parents seeing differences at home. Some students are having happier friendships in the playground. So, yeah, just constant feedback. It's wonderful. We're only 6 months in, and I have one practitioner on board and another one that is ready and waiting once I get funding in. But it's going really fast. Once I get more funding, I'm going to have to sort of start getting more staff in, etc. But that's where we're at the moment.
Can you tell me about some of the challenges that you had when you were thinking of setting up Hero Self?
I didn't really know where to start, and I had to do this all on my own. It was terrifying.
So what made you think about maybe trying AI to help you with this problem?
Through a friend of a friend, I heard about AI Accelerator and got in touch, and the rest is history.
So let's just talk a little bit about your journey with AI. So you started off, we originally had a conversation and talked about the AI Accelerator. Yeah. What were your thoughts about AI at that point?
Yeah, I was afraid of it. There was a lot of bad press about it. It's going to take over the world and we're not going to have jobs. I didn't know quite how to use it. Would I ever know how to use it? I've got almost like a fear of technology as well. It's like I block it when somebody's trying to teach me it.
Before we started talking, what did you think AI was?
So I can't tell you what I thought it was. Like an unknown entity.
What was your AI Accelerator experience like?
You explained it in such a way that it was really easy for me to understand. And also I told you my fears about not being able to understand, instruction like that, and that I might block it or I might forget it. And you really took that on board and kind of held my hand throughout the process. So I remember from the first session we had together that I felt really excited about it. It was like you'd opened the door for me and introduced me to AI. I call him Al now. I felt like I didn't need to be scared of him anymore. I started experimenting with like writing letters or emails, more stuff like that at the beginning. Lesson plans, though I do the lesson plan, but I just sort of get AI to kind of tidy it up. And it would just save me so much time. Sometimes even ideas, actually. Right. Like sometimes the drama games and stuff. So Yeah, it's been great for even creative ideas.
So do you feel like it's helped you generate better content, more content?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Better content, faster. Yeah, honestly, I think it's reduced the time it would have taken me to do all of the things I've been doing by, like, I reckon it would take me 5 times longer with that.
Running the business.
Yes.
How's it helped with that?
Right. So company documents and stuff like that, it's helped me. It's helped me with bids.
Have you had success with bids?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well.
You know, I'm now so busy. AI now knows exactly my business because I've put that all in. So it gets what I'm doing. So I can just very quickly run that through AI after I've drafted that email, and it comes out, and it's just, to be honest, it's perfect. It's just made it more grown up.
So one of the things you talked about there is this idea about context and letting AI know about your business.
Yeah.
And this is one of the key sort of learning points from the AI Accelerator. Did that make sense the first time you heard that?
Yeah, completely. It's like you've taught me how to talk to AI.
Right.
So now I've spoken to AI and given AI all the information about me and the company, and that's there. That's it. AI's got that now. Yeah, and it was really easy to do. It's so much easier than you could ever imagine.
Are there any sort of measurable outcomes?
So setting up the CIC, I sort of thought was going to take me about 5 months. I literally think it took me a month, and that's not even 8 hours a day. That's how much time it saved me, which has then enabled me also to roll out my program to a wider audience much faster. So I'm now talking to schools in North London as well as South East London. I'm talking to local government, hopefully the government eventually. So the brand is growing so fast now, and I do truly believe that is down to AI. And ultimately this is going to help more children. This is the outcome of it. The number of children that are going to be reached with this. So if you think about it, before I set up Hero Self, I was reaching maybe 200 children a year over 2 days. We're going to be reaching out to about 600-700 children next year, 800 children maybe. And that's just so far. I reckon that's going to start multiplying as the year goes on next year. This is how fast it is.
If you grow the team, would you want them using AI as well?
Yeah.
Do you think it's something they need now?
Yeah, I think it would just make their lives and jobs so much easier. They'll be able to work faster. It sort of takes away the pain, right, the boring bit.
So if you were talking to another SME or business owner at the start of their journey, what would you say about AI now? What advice would you give them?
Get on board urgently. Absolutely. And then I'd certainly point them in the direction of AI Accelerator and explain to them about, as soon as you can get the information and background story of your company in, then you've got a partner there supporting you all the way through, and it will save you so much time and make the process so much more enjoyable.
What would you say to people who are fearful of AI?
You don't need to be. You really don't need to be. It's your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You'll learn how to talk to it, and it's your friend. Because of the way that you teach AI is so down to earth, user friendly. You talk in clear, understandable language. It's not techie. You just make AI friendly.
How long did it take before you started seeing results of using and implementing AI?
It was like instantaneous. I mean, I just thought, I'm going to give it a go with my operations manual and see what comes back. And it was so amazing. I was like, I would never, ever have been able to come up with this information as quickly as that. I mean, I'd kind of ruled out the whole summer to work on my operations manual alone. And I nailed that in about 2 days.
Wow.
With AI. So yeah, that was big. The bid and the operations manual. So very quickly.
Does anyone know you use AI?
I'm not sure they do, and I like that. I'm sure as we move forward, it's going to, you feel like you're going to get found out. But I don't know why I should feel like that, because it's not that, I've given it content. It's not that it's, making it all up for me and doing my job. It's just taking out the boring bit. For example, my website, I've used AI with my website, and I've had great feedback about my website. And no one's gone, oh, it sounds a bit AI-y.
How would you describe the experience you had with AI Accelerator?
Amazing. 10 out of 10. No, but seriously, like, as I said, made it so easy to understand, accessible. I felt like I hit the ground running the minute after we'd finished session 1. It was that quick. In fact, the way I see it, if you want to sort of use an analogy, the way AI gives you answers that quickly, that's how quickly I felt I was able to run with it.
So did you think the AI Accelerator was value for money?
Oh gosh, 100%. The time it saved me would have cost me so much money, and also wouldn't be at the point I'm at now where I'm growing that quickly without working with AI accelerators. So yes, 100%, yes.
What surprised you most about the whole experience of learning about AI?
How easy it was, how there was nothing to be afraid of, and how I feel like it's opened up my world.
How would you rate your confidence with AI now?
Yeah, I feel like pretty good. I feel I would say I'm very confident with it, because I also realise you can't really go wrong with it, because, all right, if it doesn't come up with the answer you want, that's fine. Then you just like amend your question. So I feel very confident with it now. Yeah, I'm sure there's more to learn. What I'm using it for right now, I feel very confident.
Do you feel like you understand how it works?
Completely.
Wow, that's cool.
Al and I, we are like best friends.